Shalom. All praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Call Halimla Alahayanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Harakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai scattered across the earth. This is your brother Allah coming to you with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled, She That Is Mine Enemy. Right here I have the title to be, Understand This, We Are Not Equal. Well, but then I have scriptures pertaining to that title. So, well, we'll see. You know, it's all the Lord's will anyway. So, but this topic, we're dealing with the fact that men and women aren't equal. And it'll kind of be a response to this post that I saw on social media, in particular Instagram. In the post, it says, a nigga gonna always be a nigga and I'ma be a nigga too. Good night. Now, you know what that means, right? That means, which... that shows you the disrespect that these hoes have for men, right? That's all you hear. They don't call you man no more. They call you nigga, you know? Right? Nigga this, nigga that, you know? Fucking terrible. But it says a nigga gonna always be a nigga and I'ma be a nigga too. Good night. And really what this hoe is saying is a man gonna always be a man and I'ma be a man too. Good night. Right. And she's referring to the fact that, well, you're gonna have men looking at other women and, you know, he may have a woman, but she's looking at it from her emotional, worldly, demonic perspective. Right? She's looking at it from the perspective that a man dealing with multiple women is wrong, which there's nothing wrong with a man dealing with multiple women. So what she's saying is, okay, you're going to deal with multiple women? I'm going to deal with multiple men. That's what she's saying. And see, the mentality of you females is fucked up, man. That's going to lead you straight to death. Once again, a man dealing with multiple women, there's nothing wrong with that. You dealing with multiple men is adultery, you dumb fuck. Right? You women need to understand that we're not the same. There are certain things that we can do that you can't, and there are certain things that you can do that we can't, such as bear children, so on and so forth. Right? We have our own roles. We're not the same. So stop trying to fucking be men, you fuckers, man, that are like that, you know? You're not men. You don't have a rod, you know? You're not logical like us, so on and so forth. Be what you are, a woman. You have a purpose, which is to serve the man. And that's another thing in the mind of these females. It's not in their mind to serve us, brothers. It's in their mind for us to serve them. Right, which, man, I watched a few videos. I think either one or two. But it was one video that a brother put up. And the video was entitled, She That Is Mine Enemy. You know? And I think it was another one. Right? Yeah, I think it was another one. Right, but so that's pretty much the point, you know, and I have a few scriptures going into this topic, right? You know, so yeah, man, there's things that we can do that you can't. You need to set those pussy ass emotions aside. Your emotions don't mean shit, man. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. right? Your opinion is not fucking needed. You women need to learn how to shut your bloody fucking mouth, man. Right? Or fuck off and kick rocks, you know? And this shit just irks my spirit, man. You fucking idiots. But anyway, proceeding on to the topic. The first scripture that I want to get is the book of Jeremiah, the 4th chapter and the 22nd verse. Right? Because guess what? In the days to come, you're going to have particular situations where multiple women are trying to take hold of one man. That's prophecy. So what the fuck are you going to do then? You're going to say, well, nope, you're not going to do it because what? All hell is going to be breaking loose. Right? So that prideful spirit that you hoes contain, that shit's going to be wiped out. You know? One way or another. And a lot of you are just going to fucking die, man. A lot of you are just going to die. Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Right? That's why you have, a plethora of men that are basically backing out of being in relationship with you hoes, man. Because your mind is fucking warped by the different philosophies and poison of Esau. The shit that he's poisoning you with, man. The different ideologies. A bunch of fucking wickedness. So that's why, once again, you have a plethora of men that are not even fucking dealing with you in a serious manner. They may pop your ass, but they're not taking you serious. You can be taken serious. Right? If you have a fucking Instagram and you post pictures, other niggas can see it, you are not to be taken seriously, man. You're a goddamn joke. How the fuck are you gonna belong to me? But you got these other niggas seeing what belongs to me. You don't belong to me. And therefore I can't take you serious, man. You see? You women are a fucking joke. Not all of you, but to whom the shoe fits. So if the shoe doesn't fit, then just be quiet. Right? Obviously, I'm not talking about you. But this is a general lesson. Right? So once again, Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do good, but they are wise to do evil. Salaki, they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Right? And you've had particular situations where, females have done that. They found out that the man was dealing with another woman. Right? Because a man dealing with another woman is not so-called cheating. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, if a man is dealing with a married woman, well, then that man is going off. And in the ancient world, he'd be fucking put to death. Because that's adultery, which is a sin unto death. Right? So a man can't deal with married women, of course. But if a woman is single and that man has 1 woman, 3 women already, well, there's nothing wrong with that. He can pop all of them. Now, there's order within it, according to the ancient world. Of course, now, brothers just do what they do, You can't really take these women serious, right? So you may, hey, brothers do what they do, man, right? But, hey, in the ancient world, it was an order, right? It was an order, man. Now you got wicked niggas out here that do fucking, I hate to say it, but threesomes and all that shit. Well, that's going off. Right? That's going off. You can't do that shit, man. But proceeding on, let me get the book of Hosea, the 4th chapter and the 6th verse. Right? This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Right? And understand this as well. You women have no say-so or jurisdiction over what a man can and can't do. Right? At all. I don't give a fuck what you like or not. You know? A man doesn't even have to tell your ass if he's dealing with another woman. Who the fuck are you? That's like you got a pair of boots and then you want to go buy another. And then that other pair of boots that you had before you bought the other, tells you, oh no, you can't have another pair of boots. You can only wear me. Which the elder apostle Tahar gave an example similar to that before in a video. It was an old video, I think. Right, years ago. But proceeding on, 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is the anointed. Yeah, right? It's talking about Yahushai. And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the anointed is the Most High. You see, so the head of the woman is the man. Right? Showing you that there's no equality between men and women. You're under us. You're the weaker vessel. You're, what's the word? Inferior. And men are obviously superior. Right? There's no fucking equality between that, man. And if you don't like what's being said, fuck off and kick rocks. You'll die. You'll die soon. Because all this is from the word of the Lord. And the scriptures say, paraphrasing it, but he that hateth the word of the Lord shall die or shall be destroyed. I'm paraphrasing it. Let me see if I can find that. Matter of fact, I'll have to look it up. Hateth the word shall be destroyed. KJV. Yep, that's it. Proverbs 13 and 13. Right, hold tight. Proverbs, the 13th chapter and the 13th verse. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded. Right? So for you scoffers out there, man, the prophets are speaking the word of the Lord. The scriptures tell you that wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. By way of what? Through the mouth of the prophets. Right? That's who the Lord is speaking through. So if you don't like what the prophets are saying, really, you don't like what the Lord is saying, because it's all of the word of the Lord. Right? And it's shown, it's you see it. Right? So next let me get what's that? 1 Peter the 3rd chapter and the 7th verse. Likewise ye husbands dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, which the word wife goes back to woman, and the word woman means female servant. Now can a servant tell the king that he can't you can't purchase those other servants. You can only, contain me as a servant. Hell no, man. So you women need to fucking know your place. Once again, you have no say-so over what a man can and can't do. Period. Now, of course, the Lord have committed the authority of the mother over the sons. But other than that, man, pretty much, as far, you should get what's being said. Right? But, let me get the book of Romans, the 7th chapter. Right? So, these hoes that contain this mentality, you know, you hoes that contain this mentality. What the fuck was that? Right? You hoes that, or you females that contain this mentality, you're gonna die, man. You're gonna die. Right? So, and see, this whole prideful, you know, spirit is going to be cut off. Let me get the book of Isaiah, the 4th chapter, in the first verse. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Which when a woman is called by a man's name, that means that's his wife. Right? So basically, only let us be thy wife. Which, to make a woman your wife, you what? You have sex with her. Sex is marriage, you know? Right? And the word sex means to cut. Right? And, you know, when you have sex with a virgin, you cut or break the hymen. And that blood comes forth, which is the token of the woman's virginity. So really, when you pop a virgin, that's your wife. If a woman isn't a virgin, really the first man she slept with, that's her husband. Right? Because that first man that she slept with took her virginity. He broke that hymen, which that blood being brought forth, you know, that's the covenant of marriage being made. By what? By way of the process of sex, or a procedure, if you will, or action, right? But all right, proceeding on. Yep, so we got that. Let me get the book of Romans, the 7th chapter, and the first verse. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth. For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. Right? But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. See? So, you can't do what us men, you don't have the permission to do particular things that us men can do, right? Which that's part of that's the vibration, man. That's heavy out here. You women think you're men. You think we're equal. We're not fucking equal, man. And you're gonna see it soon to come. And it's obvious now. You're just fucking delusional. You're bugged the hell out. You know? Idiots. Let's see, verse 2. For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. Right? So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. Right? Also, let me get Deuteronomy 21:15, basically proving that a man can deal with multiple women, which, you know, brothers, elders, apostles have spoke about and touched on plenty of times. Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man couldn't deal with multiple women, then why would the Lord have a law start off saying, if a man have 2 wives? Right? Deuteronomy 21:15. And it goes back to the book of Genesis, man. Right? Lamech had 2 wives. That's in the book of Genesis. So what the hell are you people talking about, man? Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, and then it goes on to how you would deal with that particular situation. But the point is, it says if a man have two wives, showing that a man can have 2, 3, 4, 40, 500, 5,000 if he desires. A man can have multiple women. Right? And there's more women than men. Showing you that it's natural. Right? A man is naturally polygamous. You know? So, Lord willing, I'll end it with this, the book of Genesis, the 4th chapter in the 19th verse. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. And Adah bare Jabal, he was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal, he was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. Excuse me, Salakia. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. And that's in the book of Genesis, the 4th chapter. Come on, man. That's in the beginning. So, there you go, man. You know that, hey, the point is proved. And it's been proven many of times. Or confirmed or verified, or stated rather. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Once again and forever, all praises, honor, and glorification unto our power. Call Halimla Allahayana wa Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Harakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations as well as health and wellness unto the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai scattered across the earth. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Wa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Babu Kasha Abba Babal. Wa Shalom. DTA soon and stay sharp.